I want you to close your eyes for a second. Well, don't close them if you're driving, but let your mind drift. Picture this. You're in a parked car. It's 2 in the morning. Engine's cold, but the radio is on, playing the soft, warm jazz.
Okay, I'm with you.
Outside, it is pouring. I mean, rain is just hammering the roof like it's trying to get inside. And then you step out of the car. You're expecting that clean, rainy pavement smell, right? Instead, you get hit with this heavy, sweet rot of old lasagna from a dumpster in a back alley.
Wow. That's a visceral image. You're really setting a mood.
That is the mood. We are stepping into the gritty, rain-slicked world of The Collector, a noir audio drama by Jerry Bader. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the first 6 episodes, season 1, and I have to tell you, this show does something to your brain.
In a movie, a director shows you the scene. Here, the sound design, the rain, the splashing footsteps, that jazz music. It forces you to build the alleyway yourself. You're the cinematographer.
And because it's noir, the lighting in your head is all, low angles and duck shadows.
Of course. And standing in those shadows is one of the most interesting protagonists I've encountered in a long, long time. Joey Two Socks Sokoloff.
Yeah, he's not your typical noir hero. He's not a PI. He's not a hitman. Joey is a driver. He collects money. And he wears mismatched socks.
On purpose.
Yeah.
And we really need to dig into this because it sounds like a funny little quirk, but it's not. It is a brilliant piece of psychological warfare. He wears one green sock and one red sock.
It's his thing. He's 2 socks.
But think about what that does to someone. You owe money to the mob. A guy shows up. You're expecting a thug, right? A guy with a broken nose. Instead, you get this guy who looks professional, but then he sits down, crosses his legs, and you see that flash of red and green. It's confusing.
And in episode 4, he lays it all out for Toni Tang. The system is terrifyingly simple. Green means pay up, we're good.
And red means?
Red means blood. It's a traffic light for pain.
It just creates this cognitive dissonance. If a guy is that confident, wearing clown socks while he threatens your life, you probably shouldn't mess with him. It signals he plays by his own rules. Which brings us to his core delusion. Or maybe it's a survival strategy.
That he's a nice guy.
Nice guy, not a good guy. That's his mantra.
It's a fascinating moral firewall he builds for himself. He's not the one breaking legs, he's just the transportation. He's just logistics. It lets him sleep at night. He thinks of himself as, an intellectual in a brute's world.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The guy uses words like elucidate and conundrum during a shakedown.
Yeah.
And the music. He can't stand country music. He wants everyone to listen to Dave Brubeck. He wants to elevate the whole criminal enterprise.
There's that amazing moment when he's being interrogated by a cop named Magritte.
Yes.
Most guys would just clam up. Joey asks the cop if he's related to Rene Magritte, the surrealist painter, the guy with the bowler hats.
In a police station. He's basically signaling, I am smarter than everyone in this room. But you see the cracks in that armor right away. I mean, a guy who is totally in control doesn't need to see a psychologist.
That was a huge surprise. You don't picture the mob enforcer on a therapy couch. But there he is, seeing Dr. Alfred Knox.
It just completely subverts the trope. The noir hero usually drinks to forget. Joey drinks, sure, but he also goes to therapy because he's stressed about his quota. He's worried his boss, Momo, is going to fire him. It's basically workplace anxiety.
He's not worried about eternal damnation. He's worried about hitting his KPIs.
Exactly, which makes the inciting incident in episode 1, Dead Men Can't Pay, so much worse for him.
That's his whole economic theory right there.
It's the central conflict of the whole season. You have Joey, who sees crime as a business that needs living customers, and then you have the chaos agent, Louis the Zip, the muscle. And Louis is a liability.
A huge one.
Right.
He accidentally, and I'm using very heavy air quotes there, beats Ozzy Bianchi to death in his own bar because Ozzy wouldn't pay up.
And Joey's reaction is just perfect. He's not horrified that a man is dead. He's annoyed. He's frustrated because a dead asset ruins the balance sheet.
It's pure pragmatism. He immediately tells the staff to dump the body in a pond at the old brickworks.
And the sound design in that scene, you hear the struggle, the thud, and then just silence. You don't need anyone to tell you it's gruesome. You hear the absence of a person.
And that's what starts the clock ticking. Because you can hide a body, but you can't hide the empty space where a person used to be. Which brings in Detective Magritte.
The slow squeeze. He knows Joey knows something.
It's a total chess match. Magritte doesn't have evidence, just suspicion. And Joey's strategy for this is another one of his classic Joey-isms.
Let it dry.
Like paint.
Exactly like paint. He tells everyone, don't panic, don't run. If you touch wet paint, you leave a smudge. If you overreact, you incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
You just have to sit there and wait for it to harden. It shows Incredible discipline.
But patience doesn't pay the bills. Ozzy's dead, so the boss, Momo, decides to recoup his losses with a hostile takeover of the bar.
Hostile takeover is a very polite way to put it. It's predation. They basically enslave Ozzy's widow, Nadia, and her nephew Freddie with a management contract to pay off a dead man's debt. It's brutal.
And into this really dark situation walks one of the funniest side characters, Nicky Numbers Morell, the accountant.
Nicky is like the crime fanboy. He's seen all the movies. He knows how gangsters are supposed to look on TV, which is why he shows up in that lime green suit.
Because he saw Idris Elba wear one.
Right, and Joey just rips him to shreds for it, tells him he looks like a leprechaun. It's funny, but it's also Joey gatekeeping the lifestyle. He thinks there's a certain dignity to the profession.
He even offers to send him to his tailor in Chinatown, which, speaking of Chinatown, that's where the real threat comes from.
Toni Tang, the moon goddess.
This is where it goes from a local mess to a potential war. Toni runs the Moon Rabbit Club, and it turns out Ozzy didn't just owe Momo money, he owed her $15,000.
And Toni is not someone who writes off a debt.
The thing that kicks this whole war off is so bizarre, so perfectly noir. It's not just the money. It's about a rabbit.
The rabbit.
Yeah.
This is just pure Jerry Bader.
Yeah.
You have this deadly serious situation, and you inject something completely absurd into it. Toni had a pet rabbit.
But wait, the source for this is a drunk homeless guy outside the club who claims the rabbit was possessed by the devil.
Beelzebub. He calls the rabbit Beelzebub. Now, it doesn't matter if the rabbit was a demon or not. What matters is Toni loved it, it's dead, and she wants blood. It's about the senselessness of it all. People are going to die over 15 grand in a dead bunny.
And she has the ultimate trump card. She tells Joey, if I don't get paid, I'm making a phone call to Nadia Bianchi's brother.
A heavy hitter from Buffalo. The Buffalo faction.
Who's the bigger fish?
There's always a bigger fish. Momo thinks he's the king of his little pond, but Buffalo is the ocean. If they come down, everyone drowns. It's a genuine existential threat.
So Joey is stuck right in the middle. He goes to his boss, Momo, and just begs him, pay her, it's cheaper than a war.
And Momo just flat out refuses. He's got that great line, it rots my socks to pay that bitch a dime.
Which is pretty rich, coming from him.
Momo is all pride and ego.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like John Goodman's angry Italian brother, and he thinks he can just bully his way through this. He's ignoring the basic economics of the situation.
So the pressure is building, which leads us to episode 5, the conundrum. Joey is desperate. He needs to talk to someone. He goes to see Dr. Knox.
But Dr. Knox is gone.
Yeah.
And this is a huge turning point. In noir, the hero always has a sanctuary. A bar, a woman, a shrink, somewhere safe. Bader just rips that away from Joey. Instead of Dr. Knox, he finds this Dr. Cairo.
Dr. Cairo's a mess. Disheveled, thick accents, soup stains on his tie. He's completely useless.
He's a reflection of the chaos. The soup stain is just such a perfect detail. It shows that professionalism, that order Joey craves, is just gone. The darkroom in Joey's mind is unraveling because there's no one left to validate his nice guy act.
So, with no therapist to help, he decides to take matters into his own hands. Radical action. This is episode 6, A Pound of Flesh. He decides to be the hero.
He decides to pay Toni Tang himself $15,000 out of his own pocket.
Which is a ton of money for a driver, but he sees it as an investment.
An investment in survival. And he gift wraps it. He puts the cash in a box with a red bow. It's so heartbreakingly naive. He thinks he can just civilize the situation. He walks into the Moon Rabbit, hands over the gift, has a drink with Toni.
He thinks he's done it. He saved the day.
He thinks he's in a story where the smart guy wins. But he's in a story where the violent guys win. And while he's clinking glasses with Toni, his phone rings.
It's Sadie, the office manager, and she's screaming her head off.
And this is the gut punch, the big twist. Joey was so focused on Toni, he thought she was the trigger. But it wasn't her.
It was Buffalo. Nadia's brother didn't bother with negotiations. He just sent a hit squad.
Joey rushes back to the office, and the scene he finds. I mean, the audio drama does not pull any punches. It is a slaughterhouse.
It is vivid, and it is ugly. Louis is dead on the couch, shot right through his newspaper. Brains on the window, the script says. And Momo took a bullet straight to the eye.
And you can really feel Jerry Bader's background here. He's written about real organized crime. He knows that real violence isn't a clean cinematic shootout. It's just abrupt and messy and final.
So Joey's standing there. His boss is dead. His coworker is dead. The whole nice guy thing has to be gone now, right?
It transforms. A normal person calls 911. A loyal soldier grabs a gun to get revenge. Joey, Joey grabs a garbage bag.
A green one.
He becomes the looter.
Yeah.
Instantly. His survival instinct just kicks in. The social contract is void. Momo is dead, so loyalty is dead. He tells Sadie to empty the safe. He raids Momo's desk.
And the list of stuff he steals is insane. Diamond Rolexes, a Cartier, an Omega, gemstone rings, and a leather pouch full of loose diamonds.
It's the reveal that Momo was holding out on them the whole time. He had this massive golden parachute. And in Joey's mind, that justifies everything. She's not stealing. He's just collecting a severance.
He grabs the loot, grabs Sadie, warns Nikki to get lost, and he just runs. And the season ends right there. Joey, 2 socks, Sokoloff, driving into the night, no longer a collector, but a thief with a huge target on his back.
It's the ultimate noir irony, isn't it? He spent the whole season trying to keep things clean, trying to maintain the status quo, and the only way to survive was to smash it all to pieces.
It is one hell of a cliffhanger. But before we go, I want to circle back on something. We've been saying his nice guy diplomacy was a failure. I mean, it was, right? Everyone died.
On the surface, yeah. A total failure. He lost his money, his job, his colleagues were murdered. But I want to leave you with a different thought, a provocative question.
Okay, let's hear it.
What if Joey didn't fail? What if his nice guy delusion actually saved his life?
How do you figure?
Just think about the timeline. If Joey had been a good soldier, if he'd stayed at the office to stand guard like Louis was, where would he be?
He'd be on the floor.
Yeah.
Dead.
Exactly. He would be dead. The only reason Joey isn't having his brains scraped off a window is because he was out playing diplomat. He was at Toni Tang's club, drinking and handing over gift-wrapped money. His refusal to be a soldier, his obsession with finding a peaceful way out, physically removed him from the kill zone.
Wow. That is a twisted kind of logic.
Yeah.
So his morality, or his cowardice, depending on how you see it, was actually his shield.
Evolution doesn't care about bravery. It only cares about survival. His conundrum, being stuck in the middle, is the very thing that kept him safe from the edges, where the real violence happened. He survived not because he was tough, but because he was trying so hard not to be.
And now he's out there, somewhere in that dark room of our imagination, driving off with a bag of diamonds and his mismatched socks.
Probably looking for a new therapist.
Probably. Well, that's where we'll leave Joey for now. If you want to experience the rain and the jazz for yourself, you have to go listen to The Collector. It's a masterclass in building atmosphere.
Just don't trust the rabbit.
Never trust the rabbit. Thanks for deep diving with us. We'll catch you on the next one.